So the first thing I want to do is formally congratulate Caitlin Clark on winning the WNBA Rookie of the Year. Much deserving. A real reward for a true trooper. Someone that has faced a lot of criticism, a lot of backlash. Has received a whole lot of love just the same, and just somebody who's just persevered through a year in which the microscope on Caitlin has probably been at its highest. I mean, we know from which she came in college, from the lore, from the fantastic following that she has provided, from some of the troublesome following that has come with her. She's just been a enigma of sorts in terms of just trying to figure out what really drives Caitlin, and just what makes her fan base so. Some of her fan base, not all, because I'm a big Caitlin Clark fan myself, a huge Clark fan. But what makes some of her fan base pretend as if Caitlin Clark is the next coming of Jesus of Nazareth. Now, I want to say this. This is what I really want to say this. Caitlin Clark has far exceeded expectations, but in the eyes of some people, she got so far to go. And so you guys probably not going to know or don't know what I'm about to say, but the truth is you just can't please everyone. Everyone's got their own opinions, and when it comes to what Caitlin Clark does on court, I'm gonna say Caitlin Court. Well, it is Caitlin's court, but that's neither here nor there. But she can't please everybody, and I believe that that's something she knows. Caitlin Clark knows that she can't please everyone, but again, she has far exceeded expectations. It's been a wonderful season, and now here's a little bombshell I want to drop. So I'm not this epic Indiana Fever fan that a lot of people are, or a lot of people claim to be, or a lot of people say that they are. If Caitlin Clark, if she didn't play for the Indiana Fever, yeah, the Fever would still have fans, but there wouldn't be Caitlin Fever going on. So I just want to put that out there. Like, if somebody's a Fever fan, they didn't just become a Fever fan this season. Like, if they're a legitimate, authentic Fever fan, what the official terminology would be, or as I would coin it to be, they would be a Caitlin transplant. They're a Fever transplant fan. They literally just said, okay, Caitlin's with the Fever, so let's go rock out there. And I get it, I understand it, but here's where I differ, because I have said that I like the Fever, but it all season long it never felt authenticated, and I'm just sharing that information with you guys now. It never felt truly authenticated. What it felt like was a little bit forced. See, I'm a Caitlin fan through and through. Loved her when she was an Iowa Hawkeye. Loved to see that she transitioned to the pros as the number one draft pick. Shut up a lot of the critics. Some of them she'll never shut up. But, hey, the skeptics will be who they are until they're not who they are, or they'll hate her for all of her career, or they'll come around. That's all it is to it. But when I look at this thing, I'm a fan of Caitlin Clark. I really like Aaliyah Boston because I've seen Fever games. Aaliyah Boston was playing for the Fever before Caitlin got there. So I generally, authentically like Aaliyah Boston. And then I like Lexi Hall. And then Kelsey Mitchell, she took some time to grow on me. And she might not even stick around. So I don't know if she will or she won't. But Nelissa Smith, I don't really like her. Timmy Fagbenle, I'm kind of indifferent upon her. I like Grace Berger. I almost forgot to say that. Victoria Saxton is cool, but a lot of these players didn't really grow on me. Like a Katie Lou Samuelson, she hasn't grown on me. Demiris Dantes is okay. I just don't feel like that love and that passion that I have for Caitlin and her, not for Caitlin, but for her Iowa teammates. like I love the whole team. I don't feel that here. So until I feel that the love is all the way down the roster and all over, and not just simply with me, being a huge Clark fan, until I feel like I can embrace the whole team, I can't root for I can root for Caitlin Clark, and I will, but I'm not going to root for this team because they just didn't feel the connection. That's it. That's the right word. The connection never feel like I love my aces and I feel the connection, and I've been rooting for them, and I just I go hard for them in the paint. I love these women. If they don't stick together after this season, it's going to be tough on me. It's still tough sometimes knowing that D Hamby left and knowing that even with that situation, it was tough, man. But yeah, I mean, going back to the Fever and Caitlin, I don't feel that connection, and I can't front. I can't lie to fit in. I know the saying is you don't got a lot to kick it, but I can't lie to fit in. I can't. I just can't do it, y'all. I can't sit up here and say I'm a huge Fever. Like I tried it, and in part this is why there was no Fever channel. And the year was just peculiar, because I'm happy. I'm super, super happy, and it's so rewarding to watch Caitlin get the Rookie of the Year. But there's been times this season, man, where, people were just trying to, kick the woman you see on the screen down so much. It's just irritating the hell out of me. And I didn't want to make 1,000 videos talking about, why y'all got to feel so much shade and hate towards Caitlin, because people going to say what they want to say. You could drop 100 videos telling people what they should do or how they should, back up or ease off for Caitlin. Like, okay, I get it. I'm the kind of person who, I understand that, as great as she is, as excellent as she is, as superior as some parts of her game are, she has a ways to go. She has to grow. She has to evolve. And you can look at no better example than the Sabrina Ionescu, a player who's just totally evolved all facets of her game. And that's something that Caitlin's going to have to learn to do. It's not just about scoring that rock. It's about efficiency. It's about taking care of the ball. Playoff basketball is about, making sure you handle the rock safely. It's about, learning how to mix up your shots, taking tools, high IQ, smart shots, know when to shoot the mid-range, know when to pull up for three. So, yeah, she got a ways to go, man, but she's been incredible. So don't forget that and put that in there, too. Like, Caitlin's been truly incredible, and, some of the respect don't always get put out there. It just doesn't. And in some cases, some of us, that's Caitlin fans, we take a bad rap because, we legitimate. We authenticated. We, genuinely just want the best for her. We don't sit up here and act like, she's the second coming. We don't pretend like, she's not the best player in the WNBA. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that honor goes to Asia Wilson. So, yeah. And if you just look around, man, like there's at least 6 players, 5 to 6 players. You can call it what you want, but there's 5 players, that's head and shoulders above Caitlin. She would probably tell you herself she got a ways to go. So humble kid, Iowa kid. I'm an Iowa fan. But yeah, they start putting the right pieces around Caitlin. I'll be thrilled, and I cheer for the Fever every day of the week. But if Kate Martin don't get picked to the expansion team, then look, you get Kate Martin over to the Fever. You keep Lexi Hall. You keep Caitlin Clark. You keep Kelsey Mitchell if you can, Aaliyah Boston. But you got to improve this roster, and you got to get rid of the Erica Wheelers, Christy Wallace. Players like that, they gotta go. And yeah, so we'll be back and we'll talk about how Lynn Dunn got demoted. We'll talk about that, and I'll still talk about the Fever. But the truth of the matter is, look, man, it's Caitlin. It's Caitlin over everything in Indiana. Seriously, that's what it is, man. It's like, hey, if coming from Iowa, I represent Caitlin because she came straight out of Iowa. If she wasn't on the Fever, we'd be talking about the Fever if they made the playoffs. But, it wouldn't be like it is, So that's why this season, I guess you could say I ain't covered 1,000. games. That plus the fact that I just couldn't get in my groove of things with a lot of coverage, a lot going on. But outside of that, I was proud of the season that Caitlin had. Proud of the games that I could watch. I probably saw about probably 25, 26 games, 27 games at most. So that's about 13 games I missed, but I was able to, of course, watch highlights and go back and watch footage and stuff like that. But I saw enough. I saw enough to know that Caitlin is the real deal. But yeah, man, sometimes life will call, and you can't always watch, every game as much as you would want to. So look, folks, congratulations to Caitlin Clark for winning Rookie of the Year. Awesome stuff, man. But yeah, she got her work cut out for year 2, putting on weight, building muscle, learning to take care of the basketball better shot selection, things like that. I believe she can average more than 19, but it's a great place to start. So yeah, man, wonderful year. Keep it up, Caitlin. Keep growing, keep evolving, and this game will be yours. Hey, I'm out, y'all. It's RC. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I'm gone.